If the Texans sign Antonio Brown, I won't be surprised. If the Texans do sign Antonio Brown, I won't be surprised either. I'm going to tell you what I mean. Cue the intro.
Dream team, high team, two ring, Beyonce, yeah, man. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I'm your host, Ruben Calvillo. And guys, if you like this video, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, guys. And also, I am bringing it back. If you want to, I haven't done this in a while. If you want to come on the channel, yes, you, the average watcher, the average listener, you got to hit me up on Twitter. I'm going to put my Twitter below. You got to make sure you're subscribed. And you got to hit me up on Twitter saying, hey, I want to be in a video. And I will add you to a group chat on Twitter. And then we can make something happen. I'm doing one this Sunday. But if you want to try to get on that, you hit me up. And that way we could all make this a group thing, guys. So let me go on to the video. You know, there's this Instagram website that has almost like 100K followers. So I guess they're pretty known. And they put out a post. I'm going to post it right here, right above me. That, you know, that the Houston Texans are most likely suitors for Antonio Brown. Do I believe that's the case? No, right? But then again, I do not have any sources. I'm not a guy who's well connected either way. So do I personally think we will get Antonio Brown? No. But the thing about Antonio Brown is he changes the game. If he is brought into the Houston Texans, which I doubt, but if he is, this offense has no other choice but to be the #1 offense in the NFL. And if he comes here, that means either Stills or Fuller is getting traded away. What Antonio Brown brings is elite speed, godly route running, godly hands, just spectacular player. If Antonio Brown comes to the Houston Texans, this should be a top 5, top 3 offense with Deshaun The only question about Antonio Brown is his head in the right place? I don't know if it is. You know, we've seen Texans thoughts today on Twitter talk about it. You know, it's not just a switch. Hey, like, I'm going to just become a golden boy. I'm not going to cause any trouble, because that's not who Antonio Brown is. But you also have to look at what was his situation in Pittsburgh. He wasn't getting respected by his team. He didn't like that Big Ben was putting all the blame on him for why the team wasn't being successful. He didn't like that Coach Tomlin was talking about Juju being the #1 when clearly Antonio Brown has. And then going on to New England, that was just his own fault. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. But lately, we haven't heard any news about Antonio Brown. We know that he wants to come back to the NFL. We know that the NFL is still going to punish him for whatever is going to happen. But if you're Bill O'Brien, why not? Why not try to give Antonio Brown a shot? He's the closest wide receiver we have seen to Jerry Rice. That's the type of player that Antonio Brown is. Can you imagine this Houston Texan offense with Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills, Orville Fuller, and Randall Cobb? That is one of the best wide receiving cores, if not the best core in the NFL. And there is no way Bill O'Brien, there is no way Tim Kelly could mess that up. This is definitely a win now move if you bring one of the most controversial wide receivers of the past couple years onto this team. But it will add more drama, and I'm here for it. Like I said, do I think we're going to bring in Antonio Brown? Absolutely not. If we do, I'll be excited. Absolutely. He's a for sure Hall of Famer. Somebody who wasn't drafted high, proved everybody wrong, wasn't that much of a diva for 7 years until the drama with Big Ben started. If Antonio Brown is ready to play football, if Antonio Brown could stay out of trouble, I don't know how you not sign him. I would love for the Houston Texans to bring in Antonio Brown. Because then it tells you that, hey, we want to win now, and hey, we are excited. Now, if you get a full 16 games of Antonio Brown, amazing things will happen. Guys, I love DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's one of the best. I think Julio Jones is one of the best. I think Michael Thomas is one of the best, even though he cries about everything. But Antonio Brown is a different beast. Antonio Brown makes you win games. Antonio Brown expects the best from your team. And why not pair one of the most young elite quarterbacks in the game like Deshaun Watson with a future Hall of Famer in Antonio Brown. The only question is not health, it's not play skill, it's can this dude stay out of trouble? Can this dude keep his mouth shut? And does this dude just want to win? And if he does that, then this Houston Texans team, this Houston Texans offense has a chance to be special. Let me know what you guys think, guys, because like I said, I'm going to say it again, I do not think we're going to bring in Antonio Brown. But if we do, how would you think about it? How would you feel about it? And how would you feel about the possibility of a Kenny Stills or a Will Fuller being traded? You know, one thing about Bill O'Brien is that he's not scared to make a big move. He's not scared. Bill O'Brien has had his finger on the trigger. When he wants someone, he go gets them. He wanted Tunsil. He wanted Stills. He wanted Duke Johnson. He wanted Rodney Cobb. He wanted Brandon Cooks. He wanted David Johnson. He wanted Carlos Hyde. And he got him. Who's to say he don't go? Who's to say he doesn't go get him? But let me know what you guys think about this, guys. As always, go Texans, go Astros, go Rockets. More content coming soon. You guys have a blessed day.